Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are. Howdy. In this video tutorial, I will show you how to do HTML injection using bwapp. Okay, bwapp is a web vulnerable web application that is used by the penetration tester or ethical hacking to perform some exercise. All right. So in here I have two VM machine, which is Kali Linux 2021.1. Okay, and then I have a bwapp. If student do not know how to install this bwapp, make sure that they watch my previous videos. Okay, how to set up a bwapp. All right. So let's start to do the information about HTML injection using this. First, okay, at the beginning, this bwapp, right? This bwapp is built using the old Ubuntu machine. Therefore, as you notice that my cursor is off, it's very difficult to get to this thing, all right? So, student, please need to be careful or be patient. Sometimes your cursor is jump around and jump around. If you notice this, right? They are not very comfortable to navigate using the mouse. So what you need to do, you just have to be slowly like this, move it like this. Sometimes you need to wait for 5 minutes or 10 minutes to make sure that your cursor works. You see this command prompt? Okay, we need to get to this terminal. Okay, we need to go to this terminal. We need to open this terminal. Let me see. Even I have a hard time here. Let me make it larger. All right. So here I want to do like this. I have to make the display larger. I'm gonna click terminal, and then you have to type ifconfig, right? Okay, here my IP address of my bwapp is 192.168.56.111. Okay. All right. So now we have this information. I can just probably minimize it, right? So it doesn't take so much space on this. Okay. This is a little bit annoying using this type of cursor. So you have to be patient, as I mentioned to you. So you probably gonna experience this like me. All right. Because although I already installed the service pack or extension pack of VirtualBox, I still have an issue. Okay, so be patient, and the first thing that we need to do is to ensure that we have this IP address. All right, now on the Kali Linux, I already set up my Kali Linux, right? And I have my IP address ifconfig, right? So I'm in the 110, okay? So 110 IP address. So we are in the same subnet, 56.110 and 56.1111. All right. So let's do the first one. I'm going to click here and open your browser, right? Once you open your browser, I'm going to type 192.168.56.111. All right. bwapp is an extremely vulnerable buggy web. All right. So bwapp. Let me put a disclaimer. All the information that I provided to students here or to the public is for educational purpose only. Okay, so I'm not responsible for your action. So everything that I show it to you is for educational and for testing purposes. Okay, the rest of that, make sure that if you want to do a pen testing, check with the local, state, and the federal, and also obtain a written authorization from the authority or from the management. All right, so that is very important. Okay, now I'm gonna click bwapp. Once you type the IP address of the bwapp, 192.168.56.11, I'm gonna click this bwapp. All right. We access the bwapp using a browser. Okay, using browser. So the login is WBEE, and the password is bug. Bug is BUG. All right, so I'm gonna enter this. Make sure that you put the security level to low. All right, so I'm gonna click this, and we are going to go to HTML injection store block. All right, so today I'm gonna show you how to do HTML injection, and then click head. All right, so I'm gonna click bug. I'm gonna click, well, apparently, okay, let me do the form first then. All right, so HTML injection block. Apparently I already did some testing here, so I'm gonna reset this one. Right, I'm gonna reset this, so I'm gonna click bug HTML injection, because before I show it to the student, I usually review first and test it first to make sure that it works properly. All right, that's how I make this recording. Okay, before I make recording, I have to double check and make sure they are okay and ready to go. Okay, the first thing that we need to do, let's do a simple one. Okay, I'm gonna put here marquee. Okay, I'm gonna say bienvenidos. All right, and then I'm gonna close the marquee. All right, marquee. Okay, we cannot have a typo here. Okay, folks, if we have a typo, it will not working. And then I'm gonna click submit. Boom, there we go. Now we have a marquee. Now we are able to do a SQL injection, right? And then I'm gonna type, what else, the other one, H1. I'm gonna say testing. Voila, right? I'm gonna do /H1 testing. If student does not know how to use HTML, please go to Google and look for some information. Okay, how to do HTML, because I'm not gonna discuss about HTML in this class. All right, so I'm gonna click submit. Boom, there we go. We have testing. Voila, voila. All right, so we have that one, right? So let me do another one. So let's do a little bit more fun here. I'm gonna click iframe. I don't know if I have it here. Here we go. I think I have this one, right? I have iframe here. I have it in my note. I'm gonna post this on the Blackboard so student can practice this. All right, click this one, iframe src, and this is the attacker machine, the attacker IP address. All right, and the height is 0 and 0, so student will not see it. So be sure you be careful with the typo. Okay, this is src, Sam, Romeo, and Charlie. If you have a typo, you type it like Sam, Charlie, Romeo. No, it's not gonna work. So this is, be careful. Okay, everything is, it has to be precise and detail oriented. So I'm gonna run this, right? I'm gonna run this. I'm gonna click submit, right? I'm gonna click this submit. All right, so notice that it's empty. Now I'm going to open this. I'm going to open this one actually. I'm going to open by Kali comment prompt. Actually, I need to run this one again. I'm gonna type netcat nc n lv. This is 1 2 3 4, right? Enter. Listening. So I'm gonna type this again, because I put the port number is 1 2 3 4, right? So I need to listening using this one, right? So while I'm listening using netcat, okay, netcat, so I'm gonna click submit. Boom, and let's see, we have, you see that now I have an information about the target machine there. You see that I'm using Linux here, and the application I'm using get HTTP 1.1, and from this IP address, right? Where is it? Connect to, so the 111 is connect to this one, right? And this is the port number. We are using the application called bwapp. You see this bwapp, and the browser is Firefox. So notice that I get information about the victim machine here, right? Referrer here is HTTP 56.111 bwapp-html store.php. So I'm able to access the victim machine using netcat. So if you are not familiar with netcat, here I give you some information, right? If you type ncat nc and then help -help, you will find all this argument of each of the netcat. Okay, so netcat is let me see. P is for the port, right? nc-help. This command will print a list of all the available command you can use in netcat. -p is port, -l listening, -v is verbose, -n, that means you skip the DNS lookup. That means you only do the IP address, right? Not the DNS like the www.google.com. They're only gonna find out the things. I give you a reference here, right? Where students can find information in case they need it. Okay. So let me see if I can open a new one here. There we go. See, this is information about netcat, right? Oh, it's not over there. Let me see. Yes, here we go. Netcat utility is a program that supports a wide range of commands to manage networks and monitor the flow of traffic data between systems. Computer network, including the World Wide Web, are built on the backbone of the TCP and UDP. All right. Think of this as a free and easy companion tool to use alongside the Wireshark. All right. So this is called the netcat. So please take time to use this, right? It can be used for data transfer, relays, port scanning, reverse shell, creating chat, and TCP commands. So if you're not familiar with this, please review this information. All right. So let's come back to here. Now I'm gonna do a little bit more fun here, right? I'm going to copy. I'm going to create this HTML, right? I'm going to create a form, right? Let's say that you log in. I can clone this login, right? So I'm going to click this. I'm going to type this username and login, right? I'm going to use this, right? Like that. Form name login action is going to send to the attacker machine /test, right? And then you create the HTML of login, right? Username and password. Okay. Again, if you're not familiar with HTML code, please take like 20 to 30 minutes to review about the HTML, how to create a form. So now I'm gonna click submit, right? When I click submit, oh, it doesn't see. Let me see what happened here. Let me see what happened here. So no, this is not like that. This has to be like this. Okay, and then show all, right? Show all, form, and delete. Let me see. Press enter. Okay, I think I need to pause a little bit here. Let me troubleshoot a little bit. All right. So basically, this is what happened in the code. I forget to put this session expire, right? Session expire. Please log in. The one that I have. Originally, I don't have session expire, and also I don't put the port number here. It just automatically, because this will be on the port 80. So I have a new code here. I'm gonna post it in the Blackboard. It's starting from here. It's starting from here, form, right? This one, division class code. Here we go. Actually from here. Okay. The difference is this one, right? I put session expire and please log in. What else here? Form name equal to login, which is the same. Action is HTTP, which is the attacker IP address, and this is the name of that. All is the same exact this one. All right. So now on the Kali Linux, I'm gonna use netcat, right? Netcat minus NLV listening, verbose port, and numerical IP address and port 80. So I'm going to listening this. I'm gonna run this on my. I'm going to run this on the Kali, right? And press enter. Oh, okay. Cannot grab the 00. Permission is denied. Okay. This is very important again. I need to use sudo. When you run this command, we need to elevate it. We need to elevate our privilege. So we're going to use sudo. At the beginning, I also have a hard time here. Because in the new Kali Linux, we need to use sudo. This command has to be run in the privilege mode. So I'm going to use sudo nc nlvp80, right? Enter, boom. They asked me for the password. The password is Kali. So now listening. Look, when I enter this code, right? When I enter this code, click submit. And then I'm going to run. I'm going to put this. I'm going to put this admin, and then the password is ha ha ha. Okay, ha 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 ha. Login, boom. Don't save, and then look at on my Kali here. Oh, it doesn't hear me, huh? So let me troubleshoot again here. All right, let me show it to you again. Let me pause this one again. Okay, class, I think I have to try a few times to do that. What I do is this one. I have to reset this because I did some experiment with other command before. So I need to reset this, and then you need to close the bwapp application again and log into bwapp. Okay, so when you run that command that I show it to you, this one, when you run this command, right? You put it there. When you click submit, you will have this user interface, right? When you have this user interface, and then I run the sudo nc-lvp80, right? So I running this ncat to see what's going on the bwapp, and then I type admin, and the password is password. As you notice that here, I just figure out here, get username admin, and the password is password, right? We are using Firefox. So this exercise sometimes a little bit tricky. That's why we need to try several times. If the first time it didn't work, we need to troubleshoot it. So I just give you a hint. You need to reset this, right? If I click back, it's gonna be document expire because it's expired, right? So I have to reset this one, right? You need to reset this and bug again. Make sure you go to HTML injection, hack like that, and you copy the thing here, the code again, right? And make sure that you put this, the attacker IP address, 192.168.56.110, which is my Kali, right? When I click submit, right, see, you will find this information. Now in the netcat, you need to run the netcat command like this, listening like that, right? Listening, and then you can type here admin and ha ha ha, right? Login. Do not save it. Boom, there we go. Now it's working. You see that? Ha ha ha. You see this? The password is ha ha ha, and the username is admin. Alright, so hopefully that this video is informative and helpful to you. Please take the time to complete this exercise because sometimes student will run into some issue. But step back a little bit, get a fresh air, take a little walk outside, recharge your mind, and then I do that again. That's how I troubleshoot also once in a while. All right. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully that this video is informative to you. See you in the next video. Bye.